Good afternoon, and welcome to Tipping Points and Puzzle Pieces on the Conduit Network. I am Mark Boatwright Frost, the Resilient Ecosystems Executive Director. Marwan Cameron, who is usually the host today, is unfortunately in a meeting he couldn't get out of and is not going to be able to make it. And I wanted to apologize for having inadvertently swapped two subjects. Last week's subject about belief systems was actually supposed to be this week's subject, but we missed last week's subject, and it doesn't really flow well in the form of a presentation. So I'm just going to talk about it for a few moments, and hopefully we can circle back around to it when Marwan and I are here, because it really does require the conversation that we would normally have. And unfortunately, I don't have any of the future episodes set up in the way of a presentation format for you. So I just want to say one thing, and again, this is going to be a very short video, but just want to say one thing. You have far more power than you believe you do. You do. I know that goes against a lot of what you think, and or that you think power is some other mysterious thing that, being aggressive makes you powerful. It does not make you powerful. Being aggressive makes you a nice person to hang around. Power comes from working with other people in cooperation to accomplish something that benefits everybody. That's true power. Gathering money, how many houses can you buy? How much debt can you make? I mean, how much debt can you pay off? What can you do with money, really? Except score points on an invisible board that doesn't mean anything. The hole inside of you will never get filled with money. We are all broken because our culture is broken. And we don't even know that it's broken. We don't even know how to fix it. But it has left holes inside of all of us, and we try and fill those holes with all kinds of things. And those things don't work. They are distractions. They are ways to keep you from finding out that you are human and that we should be together, working together, cooperating together in a manner that benefits us as humans. It's what we're wired to do, but there's so much noise out there selling all of these other ideas that don't mean anything. So you are far more powerful than you believe you are, but only in the context of relationship with others, in the support of others. This is the important thing that we have to hold into our minds, and we have to learn again. We have to come together and work together. The first three words of the U.S. Constitution are "we the people." Do you have any concept of what that means? It means we the people together. So we have all of these things saying that, we are different, we are separate, we are other from each other. We can't agree on things. These are assumptions. They're not the truth. When you have a conversation with somebody, and I've had thousands of conversations with people, you can always find common ground. You may not agree on certain points, but there is always common ground to be found. And together we can change this brokenness that we have. But when I start saying together, that's when people start going, oh, well, you'll do it for us. I don't have to do it. No, you all have to stand up. You all have to be part of this. Now, not all of you at once, because let's say 80% of the people out there, you included, maybe, I don't know, haven't even started thinking about what that would look like. They think that somebody else is going to do it. You might think somebody else is going to do it for you. No one else is going to do it for you. No one in history has ever done it for the people. Nobody. Don't believe me? Look it up yourself. Go through history and see how many wonderful things were done by politicians, rulers, monarchs that did not benefit them. We have hundreds of thousands, literally hundreds of thousands of revolutions that have occurred in the last 10,000 years, 15,000 years, because people were always suffering. always. We have more power than we think we do. You have more power than you think you do. But that power is only expressed when you learn how to work with others and come together for the common good. That's the only place. Every other thing is for your own good, and it's short term. And in the long term, we are destroying the good for all of us. I'll go back to saying something I've said now, I think 3 or 4 times. I put a picture up last week. We are currently using resources on this planet like we have almost 2 planets. We don't. We have one planet. And when those resources are gone, so are we. We need to learn to work together, and we need to figure out how to live a good life together without wasting all of the resources that we have. It's a big picture, it's pretty heavy, it's difficult to wrap your head around. But the option is we aren't here. And all the money in the world isn't going to stop that from happening. Doesn't matter how rich you are, how famous you are, how many followers you have on YouTube. When we start running out of resources, when we start having that wind down of humanity, everybody is going to be affected. Everybody is going to be affected. No fame, no fortune, no follower will save anyone from that. So we need to figure out how to come together in a more equitable way. We need to start treating each other like human beings, no matter who we are. We need to start seeing each other as human beings, no matter how we perceive each other. In that way, we can come together. And I'd really like to carry on the conversation. So join us on Sunday at Cups Cafe at 10 in the morning. We've had some great conversations lately. I'd like to include you, whoever you are out there, in joining us for this. So I think that's all I really have to say today. I would love to have a conversation with you, follow up with you. We will be in Tacoma on Saturday at the South Sound Sustainability Festival. Come down and take a look for us down there. It's at the University of Washington campus. There are a lot of good things to see. We will be manning a booth all day. Dress warm. It's usually cold. And come talk to us. Hang out there. Come see us at Cups Cafe and have coffee with us. And just let's be human together. Let's fix this together. Let's find common ground together. Let's cooperate together. Thanks a lot. I'm Mark Boatwright Frost from Resilient Ecosystems, and this is the Tipping Points and Puzzle Pieces on the Conduit Network. You guys have a great day, and let's have a human life together.